Might be some trouble over at Mount Doom, also known as Paramount, as a small group of consumers and streaming subscribers have banded together like the Fellowship of the Ring and filed a significant antitrust lawsuit in a San Francisco federal court to block the Paramount Skydance proposed merger of the upcoming merger between Warner Brothers and Paramount. Now, how this is all going to work out, not really sure, but basically what they're claiming is that these individual consumers and subscribers are saying that this merger will limit the amount of choice. It will limit the amount of news resources being given out. It's also going to limit the number of projects being put out in theaters that consumers can enjoy. Now, this is something that a lot of people around the business have been waiting for individual state attorney generals to file a lawsuit. Well, a bunch of consumers just got tired of waiting around and said, fine, in the words of Thanos, as you were saying earlier, I'll do it myself. And they have filed a lawsuit trying to block the merger. Now, predictably, Paramount has said, is dismissing this, saying this is without merit. We're looking forward to litigating this and getting this done. But it does present the first challenge legally to the proposed upcoming merger. Now, again, keep in mind that a lot of states' attorney general's offices are themselves looking at submitting such lawsuits on behalf of the states to try to block it. There are still hurdles for this whole merger that it has to overcome. Anyway, Rob, we're now seeing it's not the government, it's not the states, it's not even the attorney generals. It's a small group, I think it's 5 or 6, of consumers and subscribers to the service that are bringing a lawsuit claiming it violates the anti-competitive laws and stuff like that, and they're going to try to block it. Do you think this is going to get anywhere? At worst, do you think this might embolden the state's attorney generals to also file their own suit? And how do you see the overall probability right now that at the end of the day, this Paramount and Warner Brothers merger does or does not go through? What do you think?
I think it's going to go through. Overall, I think that the merger is going to go through because big money tends to win in this country. Do I think it's great? I don't necessarily. I think that I like I like where this lawsuit is coming from, the idea of a diversity of point of view. I think one thing America really needs more than anything right now is diversity of viewpoint across the board. And not just, I don't mean just by one or two. I'd like to see a spectrum, a continuum of viewpoints that we can discuss rationally. And I think certainly when it comes to our news and our information, I mean, we are now awash in a sea of disinformation. So I understand where they're coming from. And I think that's coming from a reasonable, realistic place. If you're going to build an argument against this merger, I think that's a good place to start. But I still think it's going to go through. And I don't know if they can muster the resources to fight, I mean, Larry Ellison and his cadre. I mean, I only imagine Larry Ellison has like a SEAL Team 6 of lawyers ready to deploy at a moment's notice anywhere in the world he needs them. So I don't know if any other lawsuit can go up against that kind of power. So,
well, I mean, listen, because of the way things work in the United States with the legal system, which is kind of messed up, but this law firm that's taking it on, and I've got the name of the law firm, I just misplaced it here, that's taking this on. They might be looking at this as a pro bono, or maybe not a pro bono,
yeah,
but a deferred payment thing. It's like, listen, we're going to do this lawsuit for free because if we can win or get a settlement, we think there's going to be a huge amount of money and they can just get it that way. So look, every once in a while, if Aaron Brockovich has taught us anything, every once in a while, a seemingly small lawsuit can really throw a wrench in things. Here's the bigger issue, though. I mentioned this may embolden the state's attorney generals because we know including California, New York, and others, have been looking at filing their own separate lawsuits to block this. Their resources are unlimited. And if they can actually bring up a legal precedent, and listen, I tell you what, nothing about this has been mentioned so far. But I guarantee you, if this gets the wheels going, either this individual group of consumers who are bringing the lawsuit or one of the state's attorney generals they are 100% going to be bringing up that 49% of this merger financing is coming from foreign entities.
Yep.
And that the idea that two of the largest news organizations, American news, how Americans get informed, CBS News and CNN, are going to be under 49% ownership of foreign entities, including, what was it, 35% from Middle Eastern entities, right? And I guarantee you they're going to bring that into court, and that's going to force depositions. That's going to force testimony. Listen, I still think at the end of the day, I'm like you. I think at the end of the day, this thing goes through. I think this thing gets approved. I think everything's heading in that direction. But lawsuits like this and others could hold up the merger potentially.
Yeah.
For years.
Yep.
And remember, while those years are occurring, Paramount is paying interest on loans and debts.
Yeah.
And it just gets expensive, to the point that one of the writers in Variety suggested that at some point this just may become too sticky for the Ellisons to continue to want to pursue and just may drop out. Again, I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. I actually don't think it will. But it does raise some interesting questions here. So my guess is, I'm like you, I think at the end of the day, this thing does go through. But I do think this is a bigger deal than people may be giving it credit for.
Yeah, that's true.
And we'll see how it turns out. Guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? I mean, if nobody else is going to stop it, a group of 4 or 5 or 6 streaming subscribers and consumers decided, we're going to sue them. Do you think anything's going to come out of this? Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comments section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show Podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.